This is a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My readings are generally not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you and it resonates with you, then it may be your message at that time. I am going to do a little bit of an intro, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you want to skip ahead to the Oracle or the Tarot, there are timestamps in the description box, or if you're on a laptop, you can kind of hover over the play bar and you'll see the chapter breaks. So for those of you who are hanging out, I just wanted to let the subscribers know that I am now emailing notifications for the readings. I did a little bit of catch up. You should have received that already for like mid-September, the Scorpio, Sag, and Capricorn readings. And then I did the Aquarius, Pisces, and the Divine Feminine for the Mercury retrograde readings. So you should have already received those. Now you will begin to receive the other readings as well that are new for October. So I just wanted to let you know that why I'm doing that is because many people complain over and over and over again that they are not getting notifications from YouTube. It is not a you problem, it's a YouTube problem. I keep saying that because I don't want anybody to feel they're doing wrong. I've spent months trying to tell you all different ways, things you can do, and none of it seems to be working. So there's an issue, and there's not a human you can contact about it. So I'm just taking matters into my own hands because I want you to receive the messages in the easiest way possible. Okay, so I'm not trying to blow up your inbox. I'm going to do them in groups of 3. So basically 2 emails from me a week, and you'll see the readings that are there. And if those are signs you're interested in, you can just click it and watch. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that. I also wanted to let you know, you'll notice that I'm back to 2 cycles through the zodiac per month. I needed to step back for a while for my health, and that had to be number 1. I kind of got burnt out by the end of my 2nd year. So July and August, August and September were lighter, where I only did 1 rotation through. So you'll see that change as well, and I hope that makes you very happy. Okay, we do have I have intuitively selected 3 decks, Oracle decks for you. I am moving to the Oracle now. Intuitively selected these decks, shuffled and drawn your cards, and you got some interesting stuff. So I started with the Goddess Oracle, and you got the Goddess Nyx in protection. So I do want to read this for you. This deck is pretty intense, and I don't like to miss a word of it. So it's an alignment message, a little less protection and more about alignment, getting aligned. And it says, the goddess of the night, mystery, and secrets, Nyx, asks you to ask yourself a deep question about denial. What secret have you kept from yourself? Could you be remaining in a relationship that isn't working for you because you won't address the fear of what will happen if you leave or do things differently? Have you been afraid to ask for what you need? Whatever it is that you are refusing to face, the goddess Nyx promises if you do, you will be amazed at the beauty of your liberation and power. She offers you this alignment task for you to engage in rigorous honesty and self-evaluation, coupled with a fierce self-love and commitment to growth. Be optimistic, because the moment you are willing to name your unease, you claim your inner peace, strength, and hope. You can do it. Right? Nike comes from Nyx. You can do it. Just do it. So Nike, Nyx, they're different. Greek. I believe Nyx is Greek. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But she came out in protection. So I'm feeling like you need some alignment with regard to rigorous honesty so that you can let go and be liberated. The next card you got was from the Shaman's Dream, card 53, and it's the Stranger, which is about curiosity. So what we're saying here, Leo, is there's always a shroud of darkness that elicits fear from the stranger. Because there's uncertainty of the unknown. We tend to as humans with egos, we tend to like what's familiar, and we tend to go for like-mindedness a lot, which there's nothing wrong with that. This card's telling you to remain open to what you might find in something that is unfamiliar. Refuse the illusion here that sameness is the only way, because it's not. There's something extraordinary being offered to you here, Leo, if you remain curious and teachable. So I know this is this imposing figure, but there's something about the swirling lights that attracts me and makes me curious. And I'm hoping that you feel the same way. So there's something going on, maybe even in your peripheral vision, that is feels a little bit fear-inducing because it's unfamiliar to you. Walk toward that, move toward it, be open, and remain teachable. Okay, and your final card from Sacred Destiny is the Wisdom card. Things are not always as they seem, Leo. And so this card asks you to look beyond the surface and go deeper. So, for example, if you're going through a stormy cycle, in a deeper place within you, there is calm and peace and tranquility, and all is well. So you sometimes we're on the surface and things seem really frenetic and chaotic, but deep down inside, if we go deeper, the wisdom within us tells us all will be well. So I'm feeling there's a connection here, that there's something new coming in. You're maybe in denial about it because you don't want to let go of the familiar, especially with regard to relationship. You may be meeting you may have met someone new, or there may be some new people in your life, or a new situation or experience that you're kind of intimidated by or fearful of, because it's like way out of the norm for you, or out of your comfort zone, shall I say. This card is telling you that deep inside, trust your wisdom to know that all will be well. Things that seem challenging now, Leo, will reveal themselves eventually to have been beneficial. That's the big part of this card. So trust your wisdom and know that there is a deeper reservoir within you that can sort of calm the choppy waters. So it's an interesting message. Yeah, I like it. Let's see what's going on in your connection. Moving on to tarot. The tarot readings are offered from the perspective of the divine feminine. It's fine if you're here as a masculine. You just may need, to kind of reverse the energies. In fact, anyone can do that. As long as a storyline resonates and you can identify who you are in the reading, that's fine. If there's lots of confusion, it may just not be your reading at this time. It is for the collective, so it can't possibly resonate for everyone. The extendeds are all from the perspective of the divine masculine. So that's where you want to go to see how they feel about the situation, how they feel about you, and dear feminine, and their intentions toward you. So that's how I've been doing it, and it seems to eliminate lots of confusion. Right? Here you are, Leo, some form of transformation, something possibly you need to let go of. We have, maybe some mystery or secrets or denial around the ending of something, and maybe fear around it. The stranger, right? Curiosity. Why is this changing or shifting in a way that isn't comfortable for me? And so that's really interesting. What is crossing that is the Page of Wands. So this card usually represents either a challenge or something coming in to support the present energy. There could be a situation here where what needs to change is that someone is kind of less evolved than you'd like them to be. Maybe there's more flirtatiousness and an emphasis on, the physical chemistry than on the deepening of a connection. The Page of Wands pages are messengers. So the messages might be, hey, you up. I mean, I'm just being honest here. It just seems as if there's something that has to either change and transform with that energy or be released totally. So let's see what else comes in. Yes, we've got the manifestation card of the Magician underneath. Somewhere in your subconscious realm, Leo, you know that you have the tools you need to bring about whatever it is you're trying to manifest. This is a card of Virgo and Gemini. It's more about Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde right now in the sign of Libra. Here in the past, we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a call to our higher selves. It is also a card of conventional committed relationship. Boom, Tower. So I love that the Tower comes out here because this card here represents what crowns you. It is your strength, Leo, and it's telling you it's time to shake it up. This is your wake-up call, and operating from that. Remember where the wisdom said, if things seem chaotic on the surface, there's your chaos on the surface. Something isn't sustainable. Something doesn't fit. Hello, Page of Wands. I feel like there's just maybe someone that isn't taking the situation, the relationship as seriously as you are. That's a very strong potential in the future. Two of Swords. You will have to render a decision, but it won't be something that you don't give a lot of thought to. Yes, Spirit's message to you, Two of Wands. It's a time to choose a path. The energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of, is the Knight of Cups. Somebody coming towards you with love and romance. That would be nice. Your hopes and/or fears. You're hoping the page shape shifts into the freaking King of Wands. I get it, right? Someone who knows what they want, who claims it. I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine, and I'm coming to you with my heart on my sleeve, ready to invest in this connection. Wow. And the potential outcome, Nine of Cups. Good card, wish fulfillment. My concern will be whether or not, I like the Fool on the bottom, whether or not there may be some complacency there on someone's part. So we'll definitely check it out. Before I clarify, please know we have Scorpio, Virgo, and Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag in the King. Let's look at the Death card with the Page of Wands. Yeah, you want that Knight of Cups. I love this for you. And you want this person to be intentional, and you want the commitment. Leo, I get it. I feel you completely. Okay? Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and underneath is this Hierophant, because this is part of the past, what you've already tried to work through for yourself and for the connection. And I feel as if you want someone coming towards you with more emotion and more love and romance. Got it? But you want them to be intentional about it. So take your time. You're telling this person, take your time. This is what the transformation is about. So there's no rush. Be sure you're clear on what you want and that you proceed deliberately, intentionally, and that you have a plan, because what you are wanting, even though this is underneath, is some measure of commitment. And you also want this person's highest version of themselves, not the Page of Wands. You want the King. Your fear may be that they are unavailable, because the King in reverse can be an unavailable lover. Let's look at the Magician, please. Four of Swords, High Priestess, and the Eight of... Yeah, I feel like you're trying to manifest some communication. You may be in separation from this person. And I feel like in this case, the Four of Swords is a little less about healing and a little bit more about reflection and meditation, and really using the energy of Mercury retrograde to sort of retrace your steps, especially from the past month, from September. So the Four of Swords and these two cards really together to me are talking about the retrograde. And you may be in separation. This card can also be secrets, and can also be things that are hidden that you don't see, or someone's hidden feelings, for example. And underneath, way buried underneath, you're really wanting to talk about it. You're really wanting some communication to come in to either break the silence here, Four of Swords and High Priestess, or to get clear about all the things you've reflected on, or are reflecting on, I should say. That feels like it's a more present energy. Let's look at the past, Hierophant. yeah, again, trying to manifest this commitment, and I feel like you were absolutely stuck. Um, Maybe possibly overthinking the situation and having lots of negative self chatter, trying to call it in, but you can't call it in from this position. You weren't clear on what your next best step forward would be to draw this to you. But I feel as if part of it, Leo, is that you weren't navigating the depths, right? The depths, go deeper. You weren't navigating the depths. If the next best step for that figure, if you look at that card, is into a puddle. In tarot, water represents emotions. And I feel like you were trying to think and strategize and use logic to move through this, and it needed the depths of your emotion. I say this because the Queen of Cups is underneath, and I feel you suppressed your emotional energy. This could represent the one you love, and it can also represent your own deep emotions being kind of pushed down a bit. The Tower is your strength right now. It's crowning you. It's what will help you bring about your desired outcome. Sure. Oh, Leo, there you are. And I love that the Fool comes out. All right. So whatever is happening here, there are a lot of options. This may represent your dreams. Let me hold these cards up so you can see why I'm saying that. Seven of Cups can be emotional, overwhelm, lots of things to process. It can be confusion, mixed messages. But sometimes it can be dreams and or fantasy, right? Like when you sit there and you daydream. And what I feel you may be daydreaming about is the happiness and a leap forward into a brand new day. I mean, there's the sun, and his face is up to the sun. He's looking right at it. And I feel like there's something here that feels like you might be willing to take a risk and move toward this person, even though there is the unknown. Okay, I was talking about the stranger and curiosity, which sometimes doesn't mean a strange person. It means a strange situation that you're uncomfortable with because it's not something you're used to. So the Tower here with the Seven of Cups, the Sun, and the Fool leads me to believe that there's something you're dreaming about coming through this chaos, but the chaos is serving you to get there. This Tower energy is a wake-up call, and you're being able to look at what you really desire. Two of Swords. Here's the problem I see. You may get hung up by your fear. That Stranger card keeps coming through. And it may hold you back. Two of Swords, and Two of Swords is when, she's blindfolded. She's got these super huge, unwieldy, larger than life swords that, she shouldn't even be able to balance them, but they're crossing her heart chakra. So there's this message, and she's seated of, I ain't going nowhere until I get clear. So back away from the swords. And I feel as if there's some energy here around a decision that will have to be made, and that you're going to need the clarity, and it's only going to come from within. Remember the wisdom? It's within you. The wisdom is within you. But I feel like you're going to protect and defend it. I feel like I'm seeing resistance and guardedness here, walls a mile high, and possibly some boundary setting, which will be good, but it's coming from fear, which is not. So, the good thing about tarot and its predictive quality is it gives you an opportunity to see the potential pitfalls, and then you get to decide how you're going to navigate to avoid them. You can change that energy, because this goes from so hopeful and excited and uplifted in what you're fantasizing about and dreaming about, and then this goes to, yeah, but I'm not sure I can trust it. And those are opposing energies. And that will keep you stuck. Okay, so Spirit comes in, the universe, whatever you call it, comes in to say, yeah, You gotta choose a path. So let's look at the Two of Wands. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I feel like Spirit's telling you you've waited long enough, and if you keep this up, you're going to end up empty-handed. Yeah, you've waited long enough. You've planted the seeds. Everything's going to unfold organically. I do see this Page of Cups underneath as Spirit telling you that there's someone here who's sincere. This is a card of sincerity. Sorry about that. Me wee little hands. Yeah, there's... No. Yeah, there's someone who's sincere here. Oh, for the love of all that's holy. So, I love you, Leo. Okay, so figure out, what do you want? Enough of this Two of Swords. I'm not doing anything. I got my boundaries. My walls are high. I don't trust it. I'm resisting. I'm fearful. Spirit's saying, yeah, you're going to get more of what you got. If you keep doing what you've done, you're going to get more of what you've got. So I feel Spirit's trying to tell you there's someone who's trying to break through here that is sincere. I do feel it's this Page of Wands that you don't trust. That you'd like to see them evolve and transform. And Spirit's saying, well, you've planted those seeds. So if you don't want that instability, then it's time to choose your path. Knight of Cups is the energy that surrounds you, you may be unaware of. And we know it's what you want, so yes. Someone is coming in with love and an offer of stability and commitment. Boom. That's what they want to do. That is the energy surrounding you. That is not like pie in the sky stuff. Let me just go ahead and pull one more. Five of Swords, no more. Because what's underneath is the Six of Pentacles. So the Five of Swords comes in when what you've been getting is sort of a one-sided situation. Someone that plays by their own rules and sets it up so they always come out smelling like a rose or the winner, right? It can be zero-sum game energy. And I don't feel it's manipulation here. I feel it was manipulation. And what this person is now coming to realize, even though it's in their subconscious, is things have to be even and fair and balanced and reciprocal. So they're coming in to offer you something that is going to end up being more reciprocal. So thus, that being said, I feel the Five of Swords is coming through reversed. No more games, no more manipulation, no more zero-sum game energy where this person has to kind of get their way, which is very Page of Wands, excuse me, at times, because not intending, oh my God, lady, not intending to be, not intending harm. The Page of Wands often seeks to get its needs met in the moment. They're a page. They're not as evolved as a knight or a king. And that's part of the issue with the pages, is they're at beginning stages of the situation. They definitely represent youth and in the tarot. So even if they're an older person, they can have less maturity in a situation like a relationship that seems to be heading somewhere, but they're kind of lagging behind. So I do feel the Five of Swords is reversed. And this person is coming in to offer stability and reciprocity from their heart. King of Wands. Wow. So we got your hopes and your fears here coming through. What you want is a King of Wands, someone who's very clear. This is what you're hoping. I hope they come in as this King of Wands, right? Dropping all the self-servingness, but I'm afraid I'm going to get played. And maybe because this Five of Swords energy has bled itself into this connection, that now there's a lack of trust, and you don't feel that you're going to get someone who's on the level. World. And this is good. Like there's something that wants to end here, and there needs to be a new beginning with the world. As the world turns, as above, so below. This is a card of Saturn, Aquarius and Capricorn. You know, it's about lessons learned. Saturn's the great teacher. I feel like you feel lessons have been learned, but you have fears that something may end as a result of deception, betrayal, lies, whatever you want to call that. Could just be avoidance, somebody that avoids you. And then we've got the Knight of Wands underneath. So on some level, I feel you hope this person comes in, but you hope that they come in to stay, that they've made up their mind, that they're not going to be flaky and pull shenanigans, and that the whole thing is going to come to a screeching halt. So I think you fear you've already learned these hard lessons and you don't want to go there again. And you are hoping that this person comes in more evolved when they return, if they return. Nine of Cups, potential outcome. This is my timing card. So we've got 9 months. Within 9 months from the time you watch this, can be by the 9th month, which is September, and we just came through that. So I feel like you're going to have an opportunity to be contented because you didn't give up after the, this is the end of a painful cycle. So I already feel like you've been through the pain. And I feel like the Nine of Cups is reassuring you that you've come through the worst of it. So you can sort of sit down and enjoy the fruits of that labor on an emotional level. You know, the Nine of Wands, it was definitely a struggle, and you didn't give up. There's perseverance here. So I do feel like the pain is what's coming to an end. And there will be, I love that we have 2 nines here that support each other, as if to say, yeah, you can enjoy this now. It is wish fulfillment based on your perseverance. You pushed through and you moved beyond this cycle. That's the cycle. And you did it from the perspective of the divine feminine, the empress, the unconditional love. And honestly, guys, based on your oracle, it's love of self is where you have to begin. So I do feel like you will be rewarded for that love of self and the boundaries that you do create. I just caution you to be careful about spending too much time in fear. Okay. And I do feel it's because you don't know what's going on the other side. So there is something here that's hidden from you, and I'm feeling the same thing about the High Priestess in this particular reading. So you know, you're reflecting on things you can't see or you don't understand, or that even though you're operating from intuition, there's something there that you feel is being hidden from you. Got it? Okay, so let me tell you who showed up again. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo and Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Pisces. We have Aquarius and Capricorn, Taurus and Libra. This is really a card of Venus, by the way. She's in Scorpio. She ain't happy there. So things can get bumpy. The King of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sag. The Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So I'm taking all this energy and I'm moving it to the extended, and I will do a reading where we're looking at how the divine masculine shows up. What's their present energy, or what are they working through? How they see the situation or think about the situation, how they feel about you at this present moment, what their intentions are going forward. I will also pull a card from Spirit of the Universe for how you can manage and deal best with all that energy, and then I'll close out with some additional oracles. So they're pretty juicy extendeds. The link to the extended is below. I hope to see you there, Leo. Otherwise, take care, have a great day, and I'll see you in a future reading. Bye for now.